And I'm going to play this, and then we're going to start heading.
Sterns gave police a very detailed description about how he and Madeline Soto left her mom's Kissimmee apartment around 7:45 in the morning, drove to a McDonald's, and then arrived at the school about an hour later. But according to this newly released report, other evidence confirming the location of Sterns' car contradicts his story.
This girl knows nothing but love here in this house. She hardly ever hears the word no. Double-edged sword that is.
In this recorded interview, Stephan Sterns tells police about the morning he claims he drove 13-year-old Madeline Soto to school.
She was asleep in the car most of the time, just snoozing until we got there.
Sterns says he dropped the teen off about a block away from Hunters Creek Middle School.
Told her to have a good day. I loved her. She told me she loved me too. I turned around to leave, and I was watching her in my rearview mirror. And she looked like she was walking in the right direction.
Authorities now believe Sterns murdered Soto earlier that morning at the Kissimmee apartment she shared with her mother. According to this newly released report, security camera videos showed Stephan Sterns' vehicle exiting the complex with a female wearing a green sweater in the front passenger seat. The female was slumped over to her left, which is an abnormal way for a person to be seated in a vehicle.
She brings a lot of joy. She's a very good girl. It definitely doesn't feel the same around here if she's not here.
As police were looking at Sterns' cell phone, they discovered its memory had been wiped out the same day Soto vanished.
I don't know what the heck I did, but somehow during the massive OS update, I managed to factory reset my phone and lose all of my contacts, all my information.
Several days after that interview, police found Soto's body in a wooded area of St. Cloud. By then, police say they had also found several videos allegedly showing Sterns sexually molesting the girl. In one of those videos, according to this report, Sterns can be heard telling the then 8-year-old that she could not play with a phone unless she performed a sex act. Lisa and Matt.
Horrific. You know, it just, everything about this case is horrible. And one of the things that, you know, if there's any solace in this case is that the police, and I say this, they did an outstanding job, and they continue to do an outstanding job. And I'm very impressed with the interview, the interrogation, very impressed with how they recovered the evidence so that it sticks when they do take this savage to court. And, you know, our whole sort of hypothesis for tonight's show is that Jennifer Soto and Stephan Sterns, did they do it together? And if you believe in the chat they did it together, give us a 1. If you believe that Stephan Sterns acted alone and did this alone, put a 2 in the chat. My feelings are that the more I look at this case, I see Jennifer Soto's involvement in it all the way. I really do. And that's my gut feeling. That's my feelings. Mike?
Yeah, Billy, you, me, and Phil, we kind of believed from the start that it wasn't completely unknown to the mother what was going on, that there must have been some level. And I think my suspicions on that have gotten much stronger as we've gone through this. We've looked at more information. You take a look at the video of her again, you know, several times, and you start to go over everything again and figure out in your mind where things happened, how do they happen, the chronology of events. And I don't think there is much credible information that she could put out there, the mom could put out there to say that she had no idea that there could have been anything going on, and she could never have imagined that. I don't think so. I think just any normal person, any normal mother or father would be able to have some inkling of something going on. Maybe they don't want to know and they just put the blinders on, but they know. And therefore, it's really difficult even to believe her story. Even if she didn't have a lot of information, it was just some sort of suspicion. The fact is, she actually was covering for Stephan in that interview by adopting part of his own excuse. So therefore, I think she can legally be charged, even at this point, with the criminal act, depending on how you want to look at it. But definitely, yes.
Yeah, I mean, this is a lot to take in this case, and
Yeah.
as more and more of the evidence just came in this week. Of course, I thought I was going to get to the discovery affidavit, but we clearly had so much to talk about that we didn't. And I did like a whole show on the discovery
Right.
evidence affidavit, which I could put it up on the screen now, and that in
That was a good show.
itself is a whole other damn show. It's just there's so much information there. Put it up on the screen there. You could see it. And it's the state's response for demand for discovery. And they go over all the search warrants, all the evidence. One of the interesting things we found in this, and I'll go down, there's a firearm
Yes.
recovered in this. I think it was, I'm looking for it on here. And that, to me, draws questions. Could Madeline have been killed?
Page 252, I see firearm
Okay,
mentioned.
firearms trace summary. Yes.
Yeah.
That brings some more questions to this.
Yeah.
And of course, one of the things, and Kissimmee, Florida.